Not nearly enough people talk about the issue of alcohol craving when you try to quit drinking alcohol. For years, I was trying to quit drinking, trying and failing over and over again, always following like influencers and authors and celebrities and people who would just talk about how they quit drinking and the benefits are amazing and it's life changing and they're never going back. But nobody was really talking about the issue and the challenge of the alcohol craving. And what I mean by that is that incessant thinking about drinking that doesn't go away just because you've quit drinking alcohol. In fact, I now know that there's a phenomenon called the alcohol deprivation effect, which actually shows that the longer you abstain from alcohol when you're addicted, the more intense your craving gets, the more motivation you have to drink. And if and when you do drink, a lot of people end up binge drinking. So here I was trying to quit drinking, trying to really just white knuckle it. And the longer I would go, the more intense my craving became to where it was almost screaming at me. And I would just say, screw it. And I would give into it. And I think a lot of people end up doing this. I also think this is why 80% or more of people end up relapsing within 6 months of leaving treatment, because just because you've quit drinking, again, doesn't mean the craving for it has gone away. And I think this is really just a larger issue with the treatment industry and the way we approach alcohol addiction at large, because for anyone who's struggling with alcohol dependence, most of the time, if someone's struggling, the solution they're given is just to quit drinking. And while quitting drinking is the logical thing to do and beneficial thing to do, it's not dealing with the root cause of alcohol addiction, which actually is a neurological issue inside the brain. And again, just because somebody quits drinking alcohol doesn't mean the desire for it goes away. And in fact, the alcohol deprivation effect shows us that it can actually increase. And I know, working in this field now, I get emails from people who are 3 months, 6 months, even 2 years sober, and they tell me that they still want to drink and think about drinking all the time. And this is why the treatment protocol that I use, called the Sinclair method, this is why it's so different than traditional recovery programs, because it actually deals with the root issue of alcohol addiction, which is neurologically in the brain. It helps to reverse the alcohol addiction in the brain and over time completely eliminate the craving and desire for it. And when that happens, a lot of people can either effortlessly quit drinking like I did, or they can choose to drink in moderation and with control. This treatment has been researched and proven effective for over 30 years, but it's still not known or widely used, unfortunately. A lot of people just stumble upon it like I did. If you're curious to learn more about it, you can check out all my other videos or the link in my profile.